Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lunch Poetry. It's late tonight in Vancouver, and I'm up because I told my wife I'd pick her up, and she's running late at the hospital. And so I started watching a movie. I noticed that You've Got Mail is back on Netflix, and this movie brings up a lot of nostalgia for me, a lot of feelings. Very strong memories of when I was a child. And there was a moment in the film that's really poignant. It reminded me how light that film is, all the way up until the end. And yet, there's so much depth of feeling. Anyway, it reminded me of this feeling of loyalty that I always like to spend some time thinking about. There's so much weight to feelings of loyalty and responsibility and duty. And it's important to consider where you place that responsibility and who you owe that loyalty. I heard this song by Joni Mitchell the other day. It was the first time I'd heard it, and I thought it had some really beautiful lyrics that spoke to what it means to owe something to people. This is Free Man in Paris by Joni Mitchell, written in November the 28th, 1973. The way I see it, he said, you just can't win it. Everybody's in it for their own gain. You can't please them all. There's always somebody calling you down. I do my best, and I do good business. There's a lot of people asking for my time. They're trying to get ahead. They're trying to be a good friend of mine. I was a free man in Paris. I felt unfettered and alive. There was nobody calling me up for favors, and no one's future to decide. You know, I'd go back there tomorrow, but for the work I've taken on, stoking the star maker machinery behind the popular song. I deal in dreamers and telephone screamers. Lately, I wonder what I do it for. If I had my way, I'd just walk through those doors and wander down the Champs-Élysées, going cafe to cabaret, thinking how I'll feel when I find that very good friend of mine. I was a free man in Paris. I felt unfettered and alive. Nobody was calling me up for favors. No one's future to decide. You know I'd go back there tomorrow, but for the work I've taken on, stoking the star maker machinery behind the popular song. Thanks for listening.